right, survivors, come on in. We got Galu coming in first. Hot off a win back to back. And then we got Boro Tribe coming in. Galu getting your first look at Boro. Falconi voted out at the last tribal council.
Fuck, you were right. How did you do this? How did you know?
Foxy, walk me through. What's that reaction like seeing Falconi voted out?
No offense, Shark Dude. You had computer issues. I thought you were done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, certainly, you never know what could happen in the game of Survivor, and that is certainly a fact to that. So, are we ready to get to today's challenge?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go for it. Well, first things first, you know I gotta take it back. Thank you so much.
All right. Little buddy.
Once again, immunity, back up for grabs. But as we all know, Survivor, we've been here 2 days already. It has been tough, it has been exhausting, and you never know what is gonna happen. So today, we got a special twist. This, you're no longer gonna need, because we are merging tribes. Everyone, drop your buffs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, here we go.
This is what you're after now. The individual immunity necklace. Have this around your neck, and no one can vote for you at Tribal Council. Ready to get through today's challenge. So, here's how it's gonna work.
For today's challenge, you will randomly split into 3 pairs of 2. You and your partner will race through a maze, retrieving a machete. You will then jump across a series of obstacles. Once on the other side, you will use that machete to cut a rope, releasing coconuts and sandbags. You must then collect all the sandbags in order to land 3 of them on 3 sequentially higher platforms. The first 2 pairs to land all 3 sandbags move on to the next stage of the challenge. For this next stage, each of you must throw a ball inside of a basket, releasing a group of numbers. From there, you will encounter a stair puzzle. 1 piece at a time, you must carry a puzzle to assemble the stairs. If it doesn't fit, you gotta try again, 1 piece at a time. Once fully assembled, you will find a combination lock where you must use those set of numbers to decipher a code, which will unlock a machete, which you will use to cut a rope and raise your flag.
Challenge 3, we got 6 survivors left. It's day 3. Survivors ready. Go! Yeah, all right, you gotta race through that maze. You're gonna grab that machete and keep going. You gotta jump through those platforms. It is tight in that maze. We got Foxy going out first, followed by KANI and PHIA. We got GOOSIE and OTAN still stuck there on the platform. Foxy cuts their thing and PHIA falls down. PHIA's gotta go around. GOOSIE's making her way through. You got it? And we already got Foxy jumping up. Foxy already got 2 sandbags on that platform. Oh, they can't quite get the 3rd, almost there.
Yes.
Oh, and that's Pig Team moving on. That was a blowout. It is now down to blue and yellow. PHIA going for a throw. Easiest one, you can almost grab up and reach it. Don't quite get it. Same with blue, we are neck and neck, neither team with the sandbag yet. This is a difficult challenge.
You're like polar.
OTAN going for a throw, misses. KANI going for a throw, high up, misses. It is neck and neck, still no one with a sandbag.
You know, I didn't think
What's
about
the
this, but
VRChat
they could
Plus?
just
Come on,
play
y'all. Oh,
space.
no.
Oh, blue team lands the middle sandbag, they're in the lead. That was landed by GOOSIE. Almost got another one, yellow team falling behind. Yellow team gets their bottom sandbag, they're back in it. Never give up, you gotta dig. Yellow team got their top one, they only need 1 more. And blue team got their middle one, they need 1 more. They're neck and neck. This is down to the wire. This is gonna be a close call. Blue going for a throw. PHIA going for a throw. Oh, OTAN just misses.
They can go.
PHIA gotta put some more muscle in that.
I got it.
Alright, blue team wins. Blue team moving on.
Just got it too.
Oh.
Oh.
So close. Alright, on my mark, survivors ready.
Yep.
Go! Alright, you gotta make that toss, and if you toss too far, you gotta go back and get it again. ZANE hits it first shot! ZANE is way ahead. ZANE knocks that ball in. Everyone else, OTAN. Oh! OTAN gets it in. Gotta get those numbers. OTAN now in the running. We got Foxy and GOOSIE still throwing. ZANE going for a piece. OTAN going for a piece. Foxy misses again. We got GOOSIE going in. OTAN, look for her first piece. It doesn't. Will it fit? Yes. We got OTAN and ZANE neck and neck. They each got one piece. GOOSIE and FOXXY still throwing that ball, having a rough time at it. OTAN trying for her second piece. ZANE trying for his second piece. It is neck and neck. GOOSIE nearly makes it in the basket. We got the bench talking strategy. Lots of stuff here on day 3 of Survivor. OTAN with another piece. OTAN going for a third piece. FOXXY and GOOSIE still at the basket. Can't quite get it in. GOOSIE got her numbers, her basket. She's ready to go. OTAN with one piece left. ZANE with 2 pieces left. It is neck and neck. OTAN making it to the puzzle. She's going back for those numbers because she forgot. Now you're ready to get that puzzle. ZANE right behind her. You gotta solve that puzzle. Pull out the machete. GOOSIE working on her puzzle pieces. FOXXY still at the basket. Dig in, FOXXY. Day 3 of Survivor. You can do this. ZANE getting his last piece. ZANE, now you're good. You can start on the puzzle. OTAN looking for that combination. Which number is it? It's a set of 3 numbers. ZANE now with the puzzle. We are neck and neck. OTAN going back a second look at the numbers. That's going to cost us some time. ZANE locking in. GOOSIE looking for her 4th piece. And FOXXY still at the basket, fumbling this challenge on day 3 of Survivor. ZANE forgot. He's going back to look at his numbers. This is a tough challenge. OTAN again, 3rd time going back for those numbers. Will this be the time as GOOSIE is catching up just a few pieces away? That's got to snap in to that staircase. ZANE thinks he has it. Yeah, numbers are not going to be in the exact order. This is Survivor. It is not going to be that easy. You got to figure out the order that they should be in as well. As GOOSIE, 1 piece away from that stair puzzle. You got the machete. Hit the rope, hit the rope. All right, OTAN wins. Immunity. That's it. Super close. All right. Well, challenge 3 completed. OTAN, come on up. Got a gift for you. You want to stand right here. I'm going to attach this to your neck. You are now safe from Tribal. Can no longer be voted out of this game at tonight's Tribal. How you feel?
I'm without words. Express the emotions I am feeling.
Awesome. Well, time to celebrate. Congratulations. As for the rest of you, no immunity. I will see you all tonight at Tribal Council, and you'll be headed back to Gallo's former camp. So, see you tonight.
All right.
Our camp is really nice. You know,
I want a tour. There are conflicting emotions. I am safe tonight. I'm in the final 5, but I'm scared. And I'm alive. The moment I let my guard down, I'm gone. And so I'm still riding on the coattails of clashing titans, right? You know, I am just but a humble sheep caught in the mix. And so the big moves that I am going to make are, I guess, following in the footsteps and the shadows of Goliaths while I slowly become David.
Come up with a better.
What
Okay.
now?
Well, it's
Now we talk
official.
shit about each other to
The
each other.
merge has happened.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Merge.
We
The
were
merger
afraid.
happened, so yeah, we thought the merger was going to happen a little differently, but here we are.
Here we are.
Actually, your guys' vote was phenomenal, by the way. Like, the fact that you 2 are here is unexpected,
Yeah,
by the
props,
way.
mad
Especially
props.
you.
Hey.
Especially you.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
'cause-
I just thought because you had technical issues, they were going to blame you and let you out.
I mean, that is what happened, but stuff switched up. That's.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you're on a new
well,
PC,
well, you
so...
fixed- Yeah, so the problem is fixed, and yeah.
Yeah.
But it must have
I
been brutal,
swapped,
right?
I
You know?
swapped computers entirely and was saved by a lucky someone. So, I mean, compared to yesterday, things have turned a complete 180. Because I thought I was going out, I thought it was over. But, you know, a little strategizing later, I got saved. I mean, Like, straight up. Honestly, I don't know where to go from here because now I owe KANI this loyalty of being, of them completely saving my game and completely, betraying Fal earlier. And I kind of I don't know. I'm kind of seeing how they were talking to the other people, and I was trying not to expose too much, but obviously they're going to ask questions. Like, who wouldn't?
Well,
Well, nice to meet you guys, and welcome to our tribe and our camp.
yeah.
This isn't ours.
Nice to meet you guys.
Is it different
Yeah.
out there?
Yeah,
Is this a completely
I
different?
think so.
All of us.
Why don't
Is
we
it
find
time
out?
to
Why
run
don't we find
around
out?
and check?
Let's explore. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, like this looks more grandiose.
Layout,
with the
yes.
bamboo.
Layout is entirely different. But we did have a little shelter and we had a little campfire. Yeah,
Yeah, like how's it with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty similar.
I mean,
Popped on a campfire
we
for
have. Look at the scenery. It's beautiful, right?
I see. I want to
Phenomenal.
explore, but I also don't want to be like. I don't want to be like seen as. Oh my gosh, she's idle looking. But I like exploring.
The twist is there are no hidden immunity idols.
Flippin' fortuitous. that the
Honestly,
drop
I wouldn't be
for
surprised.
VRChat Plus was the stupid thingy. I didn't think about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you
See,
had to rip
every
off your
single
arm and
time
put it
we
into
go
the fire
to,
so that it could work.
Oh my!
Wait,
what?
Hold on. Okay. Yep. It catches on fire.
Okay, and we don't have to call medical. Your hand just can do
Yo, medical.
that. Oh my god. Okay.
There we go.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
So, how are y'all doing right now? What was Galu tribe like?
Well, we won all the time, so we were just chilling.
So was there just like no strategy at all?
I mean, we talked, we socialized, right? And like, I mean, it's hard to sort of like have backroom deals when there's nowhere to do those deals to, right? Because like we're not voting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when we got confessionals, they told us it's hard to ask you questions when you won.
So y'all don't have like any ideas when it comes to just like who you want to pair up with, like when it comes to late game or anything like that?
I think things will be, I guess, a bit more evident with like the challenges and who gets voted and blah blah
Okay.
blah 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 blah. I assume that you guys have had a lot more time to think of like long-term strategy than we have.
Well, yeah, if you want, we can start right here when it comes to forming an alliance. You two and us two, so that we can control the first vote for this merge.
An alliance of 4? Wild.
Yeah, because
I
like
see.
I think that if we were to stay true to all 4 of us, then we can just get rid of everybody else.
Mhm.
And then from there we
but
have a
Weren't you in an alliance with the rabbit?
no.
No.
I was not.
Okay. They're the good strategists. I don't know. OTAN and I were there, and the Otter was really pushing OTAN for an alliance immediately, and OTAN was very diplomatically going around it. OTAN is my biggest threat. I think that's what I've come up with. My second biggest threat is Goose, because she revealed that she's a mental health therapist, and she's seeing through all my fucking shit.
So like, what are y'all feeling right now? Because like there of course is the hypothetical that it goes to a final 4, we're up to gone. Like you're half gonna vote for each other. Like at that point, like what's gonna happen?
This assumes that you, I guess the idea of us 4, but it's it's 2 pairs of 2, right? Like, and again,
Yeah.
anything can change with like challenges and stuff, and who gets voted off, and like other factors. Because let's assume that this 4 votes one of the other 2 off, and now there's like a factor that King makes, I guess, like these pairs. So like anything is going to change minute by minute, hour by hour. So don't I think assume that this 4 will make it to the end just because there's 4 of us. Like,
Yeah.
so
But
much
I
can
do
happen.
think that we need to put ourselves into a position where like we can go and have that. So like
I agree. Safety is very important, but like we need to think if we want to, like think of like idols and advantages and how other people will react and make things happen. Knowing that Foxy is a little, I guess, shaky, right? Means that Foxy is going to try and play moves, and FIA has also indicated moves there. The worst thing is I can't show it. If I show too much strength, I'm a target. If I show too much weakness, I'm a target. I I need to placate.
Why did y'all sign up to be a part of this? And also, why are y'all, just here in the first place?
To me personally, it has felt like that the community is at, like, on a weird stagnant level where I enjoy things that break, I guess, like, things that we're comfortable with, or inspires, I guess, a big change in culture, right? And I believe that things like Survivor VR is not just great and entertaining, but will also be the reason why there is, like, 30 more things, like, in the near future, right? Like, it's like, this is like a springboard for many things and what is or isn't possible in VRChat. And so I joined this to help change culture, because that is what we should be doing in VR.
That's gorgeous. That's real honorable. I like that.
Yay! Good speech.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to answer that question?
Wait, why we applied? Is that the question?
Yeah. Because Foxy was kind of silly, being like, "I love TV," and I'm out here being like, "I want to change the world."
Look, there's nothing wrong with being sincere. I actually prefer it and wish more people would do it. Why? I'm already talking. Why did I apply? It just looks like so much fun, and I have had nothing but positive experiences here. I don't need to get into it, but my current life circumstances are a lot less than ideal, and I don't really get a lot of chance to socialize with people, and I am a very social person, and I miss it. I miss people. And then I found this opportunity to socialize with people and meet them and get to know them, which I love so much, without having to leave my house. Some of my best friends now are from here. You know, I would say the vast majority of my best friends now are from here. Would you like this?
Right now I'm currently in a legal battle with my own mom. And so it's over the house that I'm currently living in right now. So just knowing that at, like, you know, any minute at this point, you know, that could be, for me right now, like, the only family that I have left is my sister at this point. So I applied here because I wanted to prove to myself that I have what it takes in order to, you know, be strong and to be able to, you know, leave a lasting impact, and to just showcase to myself that I got what it takes to deal with all that. And so,
you know what, Connie, you do have it, and would you like a marshmallow?
Thank you.
That is a marshmallow of hope.
You are so strong. I know that that's gotta be one of the hardest things you've ever dealt with, but you know, one of the great parts about VRChat is that no matter where you are in your life, there are so many amazing people that you can meet that you wouldn't have the opportunity to otherwise. And you know, I know that we are playing all against each other right now, but it is really fun to get to meet new people, and no matter what, like.
So, like, when it comes to just, like, every challenge and stuff, I'm always just remembering that, like, why the hell am I doing this? I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my sister. I'm doing this to prove that, you know, I got strength, I got courage, I got power, I got all that.
You made it to the merger. You are strong. You've been doing well, despite it all.
On a losing team, too.
Like, criminally
no
losing,
offense, but
and you're still here. You know, you're doing it well.
For me, I have two things. Initially, whenever I saw Phil post about the Survivor VR, I immediately was like, holy cow. Because for me, my passion is community and entertainment in virtual reality. The first time I put on a VR headset, I immediately knew in that moment that this was my life. I didn't have anything that I cared about before. And whenever I came in here, I really saw all the potential. And I've been watching Survivor since I was literally out of the womb. I came out and my whole family would watch it. I was born in 2000, and it's a really, really important part of my life. And you know, I remember watching it and being so into it with my family, and always like dreaming, like, okay, one day when I grow up, I'm gonna go on Survivor. Like, I want to do that.
Wow.
But kind of unfortunately, I have a lot of health issues. And realistically, going out and playing Survivor would be very dangerous for me. And that's always kind of broke my heart in a way, because how am I ever going to experience this thing that I love, that I've been watching and enjoying and wanting to be a part of my whole life. And, you know, I thought in the past, like, oh, maybe one day I'll host Survivor VR and I'll make this a thing on my channel because, you know, the entertainment stuff, I love all of that. I always want to see that dream come true. But it was the biggest blessing whenever I saw Phil post about this, because it was like, holy cow, wait, someone is doing this. I don't have to do it. I can play. I can be on Survivor VR. I can fulfill this childhood dream that I've had ever since I was a little kid, and that I probably won't have the chance to ever participate in because of the survival aspect. And so, obviously, there's a lot of things that are different, but at the same time, it is the same, and getting to play with you guys is very fun, because it's just fulfilling something I never thought that I would have, and in a way that I'm passionate about with VR.
But for me, when I saw the sign-up sheet, I was like, oh, Survivor VR. I'm also a super fan. And I also would love at one point in my life to go play VR. But I have a decently, like, I don't know, like, bad anxiety disorder. So like if realistically, if I went and played Survivor, I would be a nervous wreck. I'd be so paranoid. I'd be like uncomfortable. It wouldn't work out. But for that same reason why I applied for here is it's an opportunity to like expose myself to new people, and like for something like that is like, I don't know, being recorded in live, that is normally something that gives people anxiety. So it's a test of myself, really, just to be out here and to endure and learn how to, just put myself out there and realize that it's okay.
I really don't know. I've tried to talk to every single one of them, and not one of them has really picked up and tried to play this game and take it seriously strategy-wise.
Yeah,
so...
I even talked to like OTAN and FOXXY about that, like when it comes to just like where they're at, and they said that like we don't want to make alliances, which I find absolutely absurd.
Insane.
Hearing that FIA isn't necessarily hearing a lot of like game talk when it comes to Galu, and they're somehow unified when it comes to this, it's actually really giving me a lot of hope, because yet again, this is a game where it's all about trying to find the people that you can trust, people that you can't trust, people that you can throw away, and people that you can keep around you. So knowing that there's an opportunity and opening when ultimately people are still looking for names, guess what? I am Hermes. I am the messenger. I can help with that. I am the televangelist that people will go to. So that ultimately is my giving. You feed me your soul, and I will grant you a name. Welcome to the Church of KANI.
Look, let me be honest with you. At the beginning, I wasn't sure about you because I'm usually pretty good at picking up on vibes. And for whatever reason, I wasn't getting vibes. And if I can't read vibes, I tend to get a little wary. But then I realized later on, your vibes are you're a little bit more in your head. I'm very face value. So I don't think, I just talk. And you are I see the wheels turning.
So I'm quiet. I'm a slow burner. It was also 5 in the morning, so so I was also tired.
Yeah, look. Oh my God, more power to you, Jesus.
But yeah, I'm glad that the vibes have changed.
I really think you could win this.
Don't say that. My ego does not need it. It would be great if a non-American did one, but
wouldn't it?
Because I get to be proud that a New Zealander did it. First try.
Well, may I ask, I know you said you're undecided, but may I ask which way you're leaning?
Someone who is probably a little stronger at the rocks, I would say.
Okay, I respect that.
FOXXY and FIA are both people who do want to win, and when I guess paired in the one-on-ones will negotiate a win with a person, and to identify that is important now than it is to.
FIA is very
later.
Invested in the game, being so much of a fan of Survivor, and so she's also the one been going like, hey, let's discuss strategy. Hey, come talk to me one-on-one. I know, I see that. Y'all keep talking about plans and strategies. I don't think you'll truly understand that I have rocks in my head. I mean, yes, plans, but like when I have time to plan, and kind of an idea of what I'm getting myself into, and I just don't. Of course I hope to see it to the end. And if I don't, I will not be heartbroken because these people are great. So as far as strategy goes, stay the longest. That's truly it.
Because I have immunity, I have less, I guess, care today than I do any other day, right? You know, and you know, I mean, what it feels like with you being on like a losing tribe is that because like I guess like the stone is being chiseled away, right? Is that what is left is what is bound together, right? And so like I feel as though you're very comfortable with a KANI, so.
I mean,
you know,
by default, I'm kind of forced to be, you know.
Yeah. Which I have no problem with if you know with how you're going to play the game. You know, like
That's kind of my strategy for tonight. I just got to get by tonight, you know. It's like I don't have any bad blood against anyone. I don't want to cause chaos. I just need to get by one tribal, and then I have no issue working with anybody.
Getting through tonight does mean writing a name on a piece of paper, and
exactly.
Who are you thinking, if anyone?
That's the issue. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just need to know what is going in between you and your previous Galu tribe, because if it's me or KANI tonight, then it's like I'm kind of forced to write KANI, you know? Like there's nothing else I can do about that.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, which is fair.
And we all have like and I say this with some people plotting. Like I've been identified by Foxy as a strategic player, and so I either think that Foxy either wants to align with me more or wants to get rid of me. But tonight is not about that. But Foxy certainly is one person who is very much wanting to win. You know,
I see.
I think there'll be a bit of a split decision somewhere, you know, just knowing where that is going to be annoying. But I don't think you're inherently in danger, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and all I'm saying as well is if you need a number, I'm here.
Yeah.
I need to say this out loud.
I'm listening.
You weren't there, but you remember Shark Kid? He said that him and the other person that got kicked out, they started off, and Otter and Rabbit Guy had a thing. They literally told me that they split up, right? I don't know. I don't trust the Otter.
Okay. Well, look, by not being on Team Gay Uwu to begin with.
Obviously. Obviously. I mean, you know, but I don't know. You know, it's gonna. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm voting for Otter. That's
You're voting for Otter.
Okay, so Chris KANI, I'd vote for Chris KANI, and the reason why is because Shark Kid, he told me that Rabbit and Otter went off and paired. They paired, yet Otter got rid of Rabbit. So he's thinking on a different level, and he was immediately talking about alliances and whatnot. So that makes me feel he's a little untrustworthy. I'm not very trustworthy myself, but oh man, how the fuck am I gonna backstab? Okay, well, we'll figure that out later.
So, like I said, I want to talk to OTAN and GOOSIE. I want to get a read on them and see how truthful they're being and see where their strategies lie. I don't think that ZANE is gonna flip on you, so I'd be shocked if they strategize with Foxy during their little one-on-one.
Like honestly, if ZANE flips on me, then that's gonna completely destroy ZANE's game. Like ZANE has no reason to do that right now.
I'm gonna at some point say something to you, and I'll either be 1, 2, or 3, and tell ZANE the same thing, so that before we go to tribal, we will have like a communication.
So Foxy 1, OTAN 2, GOOSIE 3.
Yes. Also, we can make it casual. I'll say something like, "How many coconuts did you find on the beach?" or something like silly like that. And you say like, "Oh, I found 5," and I'm like, "I found 2," or something like silly like that, and it'll be super discreet. So I have a few different options. I could either stick with my team, or after talking to KANI, they have a really strong alliance with ZANE. I don't want to commit to any alliance right now. I don't feel comfortable with any of the alliances. So at this point, I think my best move is to lay back, stop strategizing, let people approach me if they so choose, so that I can finally get a grasp on who's playing this game and who's not. Because right now, I don't think anybody's really being honest with each other.
Now, how good are you when it comes to memorization? Here's what's going to go down. Me and Fia are going to be talking, and then she's going to say out a number. The number is going to represent who we both are going to vote for. If it's a 1, it's Foxy. If it's a 2,
Foxy.
it's OTAN. If it's a 3, it's Goosey.
I think we can pull OTAN.
We don't need to pull OTAN.
I think we should...
Fia can force a 3-2-1 or a 4-2. I trust Fia when it comes to that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And so, as it stands right now, it's looking like Foxy. Just because Foxy is somebody that is quite a slinger.
That's the same thing I mean, I don't want to... Between you and me, OTAN was saying that Foxy is a threat and that Foxy really wants to win the game. So, honestly, I think that's the move we should just go for.
Listen, we're going to fucking do this, okay?
We got this. We got this. Locked in.
We totally got this.
Locked in. Listen, I've already got the underdog. We've already got the underdog story. We're at the bottom tribe.
Hey, Team Yin Yang.
Yin Yang?
Put like a lower third like they do in Big Brother. # Team Yin Yang.
All right.
Maybe it's because I'm nervous. Ooh, maybe it's because I'm nervous.
We got the Aiga tribe coming in. For those who don't have a torch, go ahead and find a torch with your name on it. There's a little placard with your name, and go ahead and dip that in and get fire.
Oh my god, how awesome. My own little...
So in this game, fire represents your life. So if that fire goes out, so do you. Alright, so where should we get started? Let's start back at the merge. Otarn, what was it like dropping the buffs and having everybody merge? What was that feeling like?
Well, it was great to introduce 2 new people to our tribe, you know? I think it was nice to, I guess, like, get rid of the color that divides us and merge us as one, you know? So that all our strengths can, I guess, like, show off, I guess, both together and individually. And so it was very nice and very pleasant. And it's finally great to meet some of the tribe members that we otherwise haven't been able to meet. And yeah,
definitely. Well, yeah, with any merge, you know, it's difficult to strip off the shackles of your old tribe. KANI, did you see any of that? Was there any old tribe alliances between Galu and Boro, or did y'all merge nice and cleanly?
I mean, from what I heard, like, y'all were actually, like, sitting pretty. You know, of course, you're gonna have to eliminate each other, so it was just mainly, like, getting to know each other. And so, you know, honestly, like, for us, it was just trying to develop into, you know, already happy family, which I know can be quite hard, but y'all have been really inviting, accepting, and I've been, you know, I'm really, really happy that y'all have been so generous to us.
Wow, that's an interesting term. You mentioned family. Fia, does this feel like a family, or is this, because this is a game after all, for a year of VRChat Plus? Are we friends or foes here?
I mean, we had a real heart-to-heart around the campfire, and we were all able to open up to each other about why did we apply to be here? What does this experience represent to us, and what do we hope to get out of it or see come from it? And you know, it can definitely be hard whenever we're all fighting to win. You know, everybody here only applied because they think they have what it takes. But everybody also has their own individual story. And whenever you listen to that, like, you can't help but open your heart to how people feel. I mean, at least for me, it's really hard to sit there and be like, oh, we're rivals because we're both fighting each other. It's, no, we're rivals, but we can still have friendliness all to each other. And yeah, it does feel like a family in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And that's a really great thing about this game is, you know, it's not just about the strategy and the gameplay. There's a social element to it, and that's what makes Survivor so great. So, Goosey, I'm interested. Where is that divide between, you know, people are telling their stories, we're getting emotional, versus, but I had to vote someone out tonight? How do you make that distinction?
It's a lot of cognitive dissonance, I'll tell you that. Well, you know, what I know, what I do, like in the real world, is a lot of supporting people, listening to people, empathizing and helping them meet their goals, whatever they may be. And I want to do that automatically here. That's not why I'm here, as much as I would love to. So it is difficult for me. I'm not a very competitive person. Would I want to win? Absolutely. I don't want to make any enemies over it either.
And Foxy, same question to you. How do you know who's being trustful, right? Are we sharing these stories just for strategy, or are we being real? How do you know what to trust and what not to trust? I think you beat it.
I think he's thinking.
Oh.
I'm thinking. And the answer is, I don't know. That's all I got.
Well said. Hey, short but sweet. Well, let's go back to the challenge. You know, today's challenge was split into 2 parts. Walk into that first part. Zane, what was it like being able to advance to the second part? What was that feeling like?
I mean, it was pretty good. It was a very fun challenge. Only reason that I'm not wearing that necklace right now is because I misread a number.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of human error, but no diss or anything. Congratulations, but
Yeah, and I guess to that point, yeah, OTAN coming out with the lead very swiftly. You are safe tonight. Is that have a different feeling now that you're at Tribal, knowing you're safe?
I think my opinion is still the same from when it was given to me, which is I am still, I guess, wordless, right? Because immunity means survival for tonight, but what does that mean for the day after and the day after and the day after? Immunity is not just I've made it, it's that I have taken one step forward. And is that enough?
Absolutely. Well, we got to get down to brass tacks. At the end of the day, someone's got to get voted out. What was the vibe back at camp? Was there frantic strategizing? What did y'all do to prepare for tonight's vote? And I'll start with KANI.
I mean, like, for the most part, we just got to know each other because, like, after all, it's like merged, just like understanding where everyone's at, and then from there, you know, we broke off into pairs just to learn a bit more about ourselves. There may have been some strategy going back and forth, but, you know, I think for the most part, it's just yet again, like, this is the dawn of a new day when it comes to this game, with merge coming in. So, for the most part, you need to understand who's who and where everyone's at.
Definitely. And Sophia, was there any talk of strategy, or is there some sort of semblance of how the vote's gonna go, or are we just all one big happy family and whatever happens, happens?
I mean, whatever happens is just what happens regardless. That's just the nature of Survivor. I think that with the merge, we all mutually hit the point where we're like, okay, we can either all hang out together and keep an eye on each other, or respect each other when it comes to playing the game and actually spread out a little bit. And so it was good that every single person got a chance to talk to one or more people about what they're thinking or what they're not feeling, because you don't know if somebody's being deceptive or not either. Like, you can know you're being honest, but is that person going to turn on you? You have to be thinking multiple steps ahead. And yeah, it's kind of like a really stressful experience because you're trying to mind read everyone else, and we didn't have to do that whenever our tribe was winning. You know, we were able to be happy. But I think that everybody here is playing a game. I have a good feeling about that because, like, getting to know these people, they're smart. They are all very kind. But I know every single person sitting here is intelligent, and that's why they're here. That's why they got accepted to play this game.
Definitely. Well said. Well, I think with that, it is time to vote. Foxy, you're up.
I am being played. I am absolutely being played. But I am going to see how this plays out. I'd say I'd backstab someone. Let's start.
That was everyone's vote. I will go tally the votes. All right, if anyone has an advantage or an idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Foxy. Second vote, Goosey. That's one vote Foxy, one vote Goosey. KANI. That's one vote Foxy, one vote Goosey, one vote KANI. Goosey. That's two votes Goosey, one vote Foxy, one vote KANI. KANI. That's two votes KANI, two votes Goosey, one vote Foxy, one vote left. All right, third person voted out of Survivor VR and the third member of our jury, Goosey. Bring up your torch.
Okay.
Time for you to leave.
Alright.
All right, Goosey. Tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
I'll see y'all next time.
Bye. See you at karaoke.
Love you a lot.
Be
I
there.
miss you already.
I will.
I miss you already.
Well, in a tribe merged, y'all are safe. Hope you think about that at camp tonight, of where your alliances are and who you can trust. Head back to camp, and good night.
Next time on the season finale of Survivor VR.
As you know, in Survivor, nothing comes easy.
I got caught real bad.
The most important thing right now is that we both stick together.
It's perfect. They're all scared.
And I don't want you gone. I don't want you gone.
It is now or never in the game of Survivor VR, but the question is, who wants it more?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I didn't take it seriously enough. Maybe I wasn't strategic enough. Maybe I don't know. A bunch of thoughts. I'm really not certain, but I'm sure I'll find out when this airs, right? Yeah. Who knows? I think it might have been ZANE and KANI. I would think. I think FIA pulled Foxy away. She said she wanted to have a one-on-one with him and then with me later. She and I never did end up having one. Maybe even OTAN. Again, you know, look, it's not a game of who makes the most friends. What I told myself I needed to do before I got here, worry less about making friends and more about playing the game. I think never having seen Survivor maybe hurt my chances a little bit. I know FIA and KANI seem very invested for that reason, being big fans. Am I bummed? Certainly. Will I get over it? Certainly. I'm just glad to have been involved.